few friends, we were all playing five-a-side football together in a mini tournament in Asfordby, and a few of the girls had said, why can't we just do our own team? And I was like, I'm not sure, I've not got enough time. But then Kat and Lucy kind of convinced me to give it a go, and here we are 25 years later.
There was kind of our old club kind of like disbanded, and we kind of like left, and I went to another club and it didn't kind of work out, so I kept pestering Sharon next to me to start a ladies team, and I kept going on and on and on until in the end she kind of like turned around and says, well, to keep you quiet, I'll do it. That was it, really.
Yeah, started a five-a-side, didn't we?
Yeah, started a five-a-side.
It was all go from five-a-side.
I think some of the biggest barriers when we first started was people's perception of women's football, and it was also trying to get places to play and trying to get sponsors. We found that quite difficult when we first started, and also so few girls were playing sport or football at school. So again, when we first started the first young teams, that was quite a challenge. Convincing the schools to support what we had as ideas. We also had people like Claire Marlowe, who was also involved with the schools, and so we were able to get that coverage in lots of different places, and we also offered free coaching in a lot of the schools as well, which usually helped. Volunteers really have made the club what it is. I'm chairperson, but really there's a lot more people behind the scenes. Some like to be front of house, some like to be at the back, but we've got some really young, intelligent women. We've got some fantastic ideas of how they can improve the club, and we've been able to onboard them, and they've been able to look at what we're doing and just improve quality of coaching and also the quality of the volunteers that we've got. We're very female focused, and no disrespect to the guys, but I see a lot of men involved in women's football, and if we want to aspire the young girls to become the coaches and managers, they've got to see women being the coaches, the managers, the chair, and I think there's quite a few clubs will just have them as their secretary. We're trying to flip that and have a lot more women involved on the management committee and managing teams. The publicity that women and girls football now gets, supported by the local county FAs, has been massive. There's been lots of PR, lots of sport, girls football shown on TV, and I think we've seen, while the uptake's been good, I would say the last 18 months we've probably recruited over 100 new players just from how well the women have done in the games that they've played. My special mentions would be my husband for being quite tolerant of the amount of time I spend on football. I would say Kat and Steve-O, who really pushed and encouraged me to start the club in the first place. And I would say a special mention really to Leah Radford, who's taken the first team to levels that we never ever expected we would be able to achieve. We wanted to run something for the younger girls because we know they can do their reffing at 14 and coaching at 16, but we wanted to try and encourage a few of them before they got to that age. So we cherry-picked 12 young girls to spend 12 months being taught actual grassroots football and how to coach it. And so they've now become coaches in their own right. I would say my proudest thing is seeing young girls at 14, 15 playing football, but now managing and coaching their own teams. I think seeing them as shy young ladies now are just confident, outgoing, and I think for me that's been the most rewarding, is seeing how they've achieved better things because I think coaching supported them. Aspirations really are just being able to still be able to offer football to every girl regardless of ability. There are certain clubs who will say we'll have a look at them. I want us to be able to offer football to all. It gives us an opportunity to showcase what women can do, what women can achieve, and what opportunities are now out there for women and football that were not there when I first started the club in '99.
A great difficulty, really. It's been hard. We've had our moments, but if you just look around and see all the girls, it's what you do it for. It's just to keep. I mean, my daughter doesn't even play anymore, and I'm still here, still helping out. It is, you know, it's what inspires you to see them progress. And one of our original players, Ashley, is obviously now playing for Nigeria.
Don't think around when we were kids like
No.
this. I started at 14, but now you just think if we had this when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, when I was at school, girls weren't even allowed to play football. I used to sit on the edge of the pitch at primary school, watching all the boys cry my eyes out because I couldn't go and play football. So to be able to give them something that I never got as a child is inspirational.
And a funny little snippet when I turned up to play football, Kath was worried I might steal her position. She was so young, so I was